I am that I am, Adamus of sovereign creatorship, and I welcome you into this moment of most beautiful unfolding. Beloved Messiah, what an honor it is to sit in front of you once again, to share this time with you once again. It's been a while indeed since we have spoken to each other like this, face to face, heart to heart, from a distance yet never apart. And this is indeed true, even though it has been a while since we have communicated through this vessel. Those that call themselves Messiah have felt my presence throughout. Of this I am sure, because I have felt yours. So, before we begin today in this continuation of what has been labeled the Alchemy of Ascension series, let's have a drink together. Let's take a moment and fill ourselves with a multidimensional tool such as water. Let's take a moment and feel on a tonal level the water in our body. In order to do that, you may take your time to fill a glass and come back together into the circle that we are creating here, or you of course create one through your neocortex and your imagination. Whatever you choose as a method, let's go into this moment now and let's connect to the water in our bodies. Feel their multidimensional particles, multitudes of them, a part of you. Particles in other dimensions, in which water also resides, a part of you. Feel through this very simple tool your grandness, and then understand my gratitude when I welcome you into this moment as tonal beings, beings that no longer define themselves by the limitations of vibration and frequency, but truly define themselves as a geometrical, magnetic being, overriding some of the principles that exist here on this earth. In this moment, feel this and allow yourself the gratitude of all of those who are with me here tonight as we record this message for you. I will not mention their names, for they are many, and for many they are personal. All of those that you know your connection to are here as well. So, Messiah, what shall the topic of this wonderful gathering here that we have be for tonight? As this is the Alchemy of Ascension series, I want you to understand that many of the principles that have been discussed in the previous parts will now begin to come to the foreground and will be examined in a new way, in a tonal way, which means, of course, an expressive way and an experiential way. So, I am going to pick a topic tonight based on the most relevant issues at hand, and my topic for tonight will be attributes. Attributes, of course, when mentioned, cannot but link to personality. And no, before you believe that this is going to be yet another conversation about personality, this we have done many times before. So tonight we will look at personality, and especially attributes within personality, in a completely different way. A way that will allow you to move immediately, if you wish, into a new expression, which is why at the beginning of this talk I gave you the reminder to connect to the water in your body, because this is going to be the tool that you are going to use to work with the old energy attributes that have been part of your creational system for far too long, as they were a necessity once, but no longer. So remind yourselves often in the coming hour or so about water, and the water specifically in your body. Go back to that whenever the words seem to make no sense. Move back into your body to reconnect to the interdimensional water particles that are there, and you will feel how these particles move you into your arcanae particles, which are at the center of your chest, called the arcanae, which are at the center of your head, called the akonai, and which are at the center of your belly, called the adonai. So this is the connection that you will want to seek in our exploration that we will have together. With that, I invite you to take a breath. Move that also into the water, your body. Oxygen may not be a multidimensional particle, but it is a vital particle for many multidimensional particles within your system to operate. So oxygen, especially connected to the akonai, the top of your body, your head center, very important particle there that we will have to explore as well in the coming time. You understand, of course, that much of the information that the Alchemy of Ascension series will offer to you will be about alchemy. Alchemy and Ascension have been interconnected for many generations, as it has become specifically a human tool to move through the dimensions and to raise one's vibration. Now, it is not my desire, let's say, to teach you about alchemy in an old energy way, which is why we will not teach about turning stone into gold and these types of things. These types of things mean nothing to a tonal being. What, however, we will focus on when we will discuss alchemy and ascension, and in this specific case, their connection to attributes, will be the raising beyond this reality, as Ikara in previous messages has already explained to you, that you are now able to do that as a tonal being. So, all of that being said, what do attributes have to do with tonality? And what do they have to do, these two concepts, with the concept of alchemy and of ascension? In order to understand this, we must first turn to the concept of attributes, for there are many here tonight who have not been in a more direct version of ascension training, so we will now talk about that before we go deeper into anything else. Attributes, very simply put, are potentials become manifest just before they become manifest. They hang in the fourth dimensional realm over, you could say, three-dimensional particles such as matter, appearing to you as separate. So these attributes surrounding three-dimensional particles are essentially what drive you to desire something or to loathe something. Your likes and dislikes are all connected to these particles, which are like small programming code overlaying any three-dimensional object. And within that category, I also mean objects such as emotional fields, which we all consider, of course, three-dimensional as well. Attributes are little programming nodes which are connected to your personalities, which have, of course, grown throughout the years and will inform your personality, which is usually, in old energy days, running the show, and sometimes even to this day. will inform your personalities whether it is appropriate for it to be attracted or not attracted to an object.